Because outside of the championship, remember the story, Rhea has never defeated Io Sky in her entire career. Io beat her in the Mae Young Classic to get a contract. Io beat her in NXT for the championship, and she beat her on the main roster for the championship. Rhea Ripley has never beaten her. And the fact that that was the story going in, and then they had a match that constituted that story, with Rhea doing every humanly possible thing she could do to get over on Io Sky. And I want to give another shout out. This might be underappreciated. People may not give a shit about this, but for someone in the profession who does this, I want to give them a shout out. The MVP for me for that match, for the people who weren't in the ring, Wade Barrett, I feel like did an amazing fucking job illustrating a lot of fucking points between the two individuals, like saying, you know, because visually, if you don't know the story and you look at Rhea and you look at Io, you go, oh, Rhea should eat this chick alive. And Wade had said earlier in the match, because Michael said, you know, have you ever had anybody in your career that drove you nuts, that gave you fits the way that Io gives Rhea fits? And Wade said it perfectly. He said, you got to understand, I'm 6'5". I'm a hefty 200-pound man. And for whatever reason, in the course of my career, just like Rhea, those cruiserweights, those smaller guys, they always gave me problems. They're crafty, they move around, they're smaller, they're more agile, they're harder to get their hands on. You can get into a fist fight like he named Sheamus. Sheamus knocked my block off a few times. I can go in the ring with Sheamus and throw hands, and we'll see who the better man is. A smaller opponent's not going to do that. They're going to run. They're going to get crafty. They're going to get in. They're going to get out. You have to plan for that. That's why Rhea can dominate the division and still have a problem with Io. Because Io's got the technique. Io has fundamentals. She's got the style. She is the perfect yin to her yang. And it's worked out. That's the story going in. It has a story in place. The championship's on the line. It's the main event. It had all the chips. It had everything. Now, here's how good this match was.